Hello all, Munch here. Welcome to another episode of my FM19 Blyth save. Today is an FA Cup game against Wrexham. We're back on the TV again, and then we have a game against Leamington, who are high flying in the VNN. But let's crack on straight off with the FA Cup. As we know, it's always a massive deal, the FA Cup, for the smaller teams. And last year we got a lot of money out of it, so I'm hoping we can have another good session. But before then, let's see how we've gotten on off camera. It's been pretty decent. It's been a long time since we last met up, when we drew with Stourbridge and beat Braintree 3-0. Since then, we haven't lost a game. We beat Whitby 3-0 in the FA Cup, qualifying second round, beat Brackley 6-2 at home, an absolute mauling. Then Alfreton, we drew Michelova, which is a bit disappointing, but beat Hereford 4-0. Then overturned Michelova in the third round replay. Drew 2-2 Southport away, which was a pretty disappointing result, but they were 6th in the table at the time, so not too bad. Beat Bashford in the fourth qualifying round of the FA Cup. Then beat FC United 4-0, FC United 4-1, Chorley 4-0, and then Warrington 1-0. So it's been a very good run of form, and we haven't lost a game all season. So it's been a very, very good start. In terms of where we are in the league, we'll do that quickly beforehand. We are 12 points ahead of Spennymoor, who are in second, and today Leamington are in fourth. So they're still within touching distance. They are 13 points behind. Every one of our players is dominating everything at the moment. Dan Maguire is top of the goal scoring charts. We have 3 players in the average rating charts. Lewis Horner's third in the assists, or tied second. Dan's got more man than matches, and we are leading the way in terms of clean sheets. It's been a pretty amazing season so far. Our opponents in the FA Cup, Wrexham, are actually 4th in the VNL, so this is going to be a very difficult game for us. I'm looking forward to trying it. We did quite well against higher opposition last year, so let's hope we can do it again. So in terms of the lineup today, we are going to play our first team. So it's McMahon in goal, Ali Pepper, Lang, Clark and Dodds. So Lang is now back from his injury. Oliver, Romero, Vieira and Horner make up our usual midfield three. At the moment, Nessa is still not 100% fit. He picked up a knock in one of our games, but he's not quite ready to start again. So Simmons is deputising over on the left-hand side. Then you got Dan Maguire up front with Rivers out on the right-hand side. It's been a pretty decent start, to be fair. I'm very happy. One player we do need to... I do need to show you, though, is Will Hatfield, who was obviously a signing we made earlier this year. He's been in impressive form in the FA Cup, so no doubt we will see him today. A couple of players I actually recognise here. I remember Luke Summerfield. I know him. I know Jay Lynch. He played for Salford. Yes, he did. Yes, I remember. Probably Dr. Benji say I remember that from. I'm going to passionately say this is a great opportunity to show the pundits you backed us up. Apparently we're favourites for the game today, which is interesting. I actually do think we are a VNL side in the VNN now, so this is actually a game that we should probably be quite competitive in, but we will see how it goes. I'm enjoying the save quite a lot at the moment. I've had to take a couple of days sort of out of the recording of it just because I've had work and it's been really, really busy, but it's nice to kind of get back into it today and do some sort of bulk recording, and I'm hoping that the season will pick up soon. Worth noting that if we actually do get through this round of the FA Cup, there is an away tie at Oxford for the winner. So this is actually going to be quite a big game because Oxford aren't exactly a small team, and I do think that'd be another game that they'd show on TV if we're the ones that got through. So with that in mind, if we can do this from a money point of view, it's going to be absolutely magical if we can get through this game. 20 minutes in and not a lot has actually really happened, to be honest. It's been pretty even, apart from the fact that we've got all the possession but haven't really done anything with it. And we do have our first highlight here. There was Horner is on the ball, knocks the ball out to Jarrett Rivers. I think he's a VNL standard player. Great ball to the back post. Dan! Oh, he's at the post! Oh, could have been one already. Ah, Dan! Nearly. He's been so good this year, Dan Maguire, honestly. I know that I bang on about him. This channel may end up being renamed after him if this is anything to go by. But he's just different mustard. I'm actually wondering how far we can take him up the leagues. He's kind of like the player that I kind of imagine I'm going to be carrying around with me for the majority of the save, and he's probably going to become a legend of the club, and I want him to still be here when we get to, I don't know, maybe League One, the Championship, because it's going to take a while for us to get there, I think we're ahead of the curve this year, but I think next year in the VNL it's going to be very, very difficult. I'm already doing it again. I'm presuming the future, which is never good. Well, 0-0 at half-time, and it's actually been a pretty even half. We've had the majority of the ball, but haven't really done anything with it, but we've had the only highlight, so it's not been bad. I'm going to say I'm pleased how things are going, keep it up, because it's not been a disappointing performance. We've done enough to still be level, and that's pretty much all I could ask for at this stage, but you kind of got to feel that we've got to make our dominance with the ball count at some stage or another. 20 minutes to go. There's only been one highlight, and I don't really want to replay. I don't need a replay, and I don't want one. So we're going to go for it. Oliver's going to come off. We're going to the old 4-2-4, and I'm going to bring on Tommy Wood. Who's another player who's been in pretty decent form when I bring him on. I'm going to get him on as the poacher. And then we're going to go... We're going to forget that. We're going to go a bit more direct, go a bit more League One? A bit more VNN. And we're going to stop with the possession football because it's not done us any good. We're just going to try and break on them, hit them on the counter. Okay, we're going to go very attacking. Oh, no, there's a highlight. Here we go. Adu Pepra. Oh, God, Nessett's lost it. Hegarty hits it long. Freeman, good turn on the ball. Lang's got him covered, I think, but he's continued to run. There's a guy completely free at the back post. Oh, it's a terrible effort from Niall Freeman in the end. He should have picked out his mate, who was at the back post waiting. That is the second highlight of the game. That is literally all we've had to get excited about. More games is not what's required. A 0-0. A very cracking start to the episode. We're still going to have our game against Leamington unless that gets rescheduled, which I'm hoping it won't because it's going to be next Saturday. Yeah, no, so the Wrexham game is next Wednesday. We're not going to come back and do a double-double. I'll have to wait. We'll just have to come back in the next episode and I'll let you know how I got on. If it's entitled Big Game Against Oxford, then we'll know that I did alright. Right, Leamington are up. They are still in fourth, but in very poor form, as you can see. 3 draws and 2 defeats in their last 5, so not won a game. We have obviously just drawn Wrexham. Other than that, it's been win after win after win. So let's hope that continues today. In terms of the starting lineup, we're going to take Simmons off, and I'm going to bring Nessett right on from the start, playing him as the winger. He's been in sensational form this year, playing at 7.41. The only other player that can really get near that is Louis Lang and Horner and Dan Maguire. And actually the majority of the team. They've all been great. Tell you what, actually, we're gonna bring Simmons in for Jarrett Rivers as well because he had a quiet game in that last game. So yeah, this is the thing. I've got competition for places. It's quite exciting because now I can actually move people around a bit more. Right, okay, so I'm going to say team talk, assertively say, I fully expect you to win this game, keep our match going, or the run going, boys like that. There is green as far as the eye can see. Set your opposition instructions. Matt Stenson is apparently the man we need to watch out for, and he's been playing at 7.29, so obviously been quite good. 7 goals and 3 assists in 16 games is nothing to be scoffed at, but he's not quite as good as our players, apparently. He's only a 46 on my scout rating. Not that I trust my scouts particularly, but there you go. Ah, here we go. Highlight 16 minutes in. Come on, boys. Take a nice early lead, and then we can get some goals going here, which is just... I want to do something entertaining. Great ball from Lang. Is Danny going to get there? Not quite. It's fallen to Duncan in the middle of the park. Not the guy from Sassuolo, I'm assuming. Lang into Romario Vieira. He knocks it onto Horn, but it's not a great play from Horner. He just completely missed it there. And Leamington have probably made the better start to the game here, I'd say. They've kept about as much of the ball as we have. Neither team has had a shot yet, so... That's a good ball over the top, and Stenson's in. I'd mocked him slightly before the game. Shouldn't do that. Should learn. It's the old Blythe curse. I turn on the camera, and we turn to. It's this ball here from Duncan. What a pass that is. It's the way the ball held up as well, and Stenson... McMahon doesn't cover himself in a lot of glory there. His positioning's all over the place, and... Oh dear. Dear me. Not good. We haven't had a shot yet. Come on. What is happening? We're going to go to attacking. For God's sake, at least hit some shots. Just do something. I'm not happy here. This is not good. I'm feeling a little bit... This is classic Football Manager, though. Team with no form comes into the game. You're on a really, really great run. Ah! Of course you get beaten. Obviously. It just makes sense. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you get beaten? Brilliant. 1-0 to Leamington half time. It has been the most woeful performance. I'm going to get aggressive. Where's your passion, lads? Do you even want to win this match? Hatfield's coming on. He's going to go and play as the attacking midfielder. Actually, we're going to get him playing as the shallow striker, and we need to come up with something. Maybe he can just get in the hole and kind of mix it around a bit. Just give us a little bit of creativity, which we've been sorely lacking in that first half. Absolutely abysmal. One shot at home in 15 minutes of football is not great, is it? That is pretty piss poor. Hatfield, over a set piece, whips it in. Romario Vieira doesn't get there. Hatfield gets back on the ball, plays a nice one out to Adu Pepper. We rebuild from the back. Dodds, shocking touch. Do not do this to me. Do not do this to me. They're going to get a second here. Jordan whips it in. Ah. It's a shame I have to make videos and I have to turn the camera on. It's just... We had the ball. We had it. We had the ball and we just gave it away. Dodds, you absolute... I'm so sorry that we've created nothing. I'm bringing Reedy on. We've created nothing. Absolutely nothing. We've just not created anything. I've had one highlight today and that was Dan hitting the post in the first game. We have done nothing. It's just been the most piss poor performance and episode I have seen in a while. I am fuming. Forget the fact that we're 10 points ahead. Forget that. We should not be losing 2-0 at home to fucking Leamington. I am seething. I'm so unhappy. It's 2 stupid goals as well. Stupid goals. Even when things are going well, I can still get pissed off and upset, and we still chuck a performance like this in. The bottle jobs have started early this year. That's the only difference. Well, that was pretty piss poor, whichever way you look at it. They're only playing a 4-4-2. We smash 4-4-2s every week. We've just had a day where we just the attitude hasn't been right. It's not been right from the minute go. That we didn't. There's no intensity. There's no purpose. There's no commitment. Nothing. I'm absolutely fuming. Well done to Leamington. They deserve the win. Absolutely fuming. I'm disgusted with that. That is not how I anticipated today's episode going. I thought maybe an FA Cup upset, maybe another win in the league. We're only not, well, I say we're 9 points ahead in the league, but it's the slow start of the poor run of form that comes with Christmas, and it's our first defeat of the season. It was always going to happen at some point. Just not like that. I think what we'll do is we'll come back for some of the fixtures here in January. I'm automatically looking at Spennymoor because at the moment they're doing quite well in the league as well. But it depends on who's sat where, because there's a lot of teams at the moment. It's very congested below us. So I'm thinking, Telford and Altrincham. So we might well come back for that. But it'll be some of these games in January, one way or another, or for the FA Cup second round if we qualify for it, which I can't see happening if we play like we just did there. Thank you so much for watching the episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, then please do like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you come back for the next episode. And until I see you there, stay cool.